screen and I feel naked. Woo! Probably would have to adjust the crop. In order to do that, if you hit plus on the item, you can go to crops and filters. You can crop this to something that's a little bit more appropriate over here. And then if you want to add any sort of filters like a chroma key things, you hit that side plus, and then you have some built-in filters that are in the system here, including something like a chroma key. I'm not going to worry about my chroma key right now. I'm happy kind of with what it is for the moment, for the purposes of this. You can see it didn't do any sort of changes, and that's because that's still the original asset over here. The crop and filter got populated down below that. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. I'm going to need to delete this. I'm going to go back to my library, and I'm just going to drop in the one that's the crop. And I'm just going to leave myself down here, I guess, for the moment. And let's start playing with some 3D effects and things like that. So over here on the right, if you hit the plus, you're going to see some of the things that are built into the system. Everything from 2D patterns, 2D stuff, 3D stuff, a few things like text and emitters and things like that. Objects that are built in. And the cool thing about this program too is if you do have pre-built 3D models and stuff, like from Maya or Max or whatever you used, you can import them in. And some pre-built games, hotkeys, which I believe are like emitters and stuff. Some of the filters that are built in, and some of the Twitch like templates, basically. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and play with the 3D breakable box. I'm going to add this into the scene. You'll see a box. It's kind of hard to see because it's transparent. Highlight that. I'm going to go over to the right. I'm going to actually make it more opaque. I'm going to take the opacity and bring it up a little bit. You can see the box is now a little bit more solid. And this is Polypop's breakable box, which if I hit explode over here, it will actually break apart into many little pieces. And there's currently no texture on the box, so what we can do is go into our library. We can add in a new piece of texture, or you can go down here and you can use the pick function to do so if you already have it populated. But what I'm going to do is just going to actually use my webcam in this case and drag it onto the box. And now you can see that I'm on the box, and so when I hit the little explode, you get many types of boxes. Alright, next thing I want to show you is some of the triggers and things. So what I'm going to do into the left side of things, I'm going to hit plus. I'm going to add my Twitch alerts down here at the bottom. And you can see that it is currently disconnected. I can connect my account by clicking over here. And basically you have to sign in and authorize your Twitch account. So it's allowed to use it. Now Polypop is authorized. And you should see that it is connected now. And so now I get a whole list of things that trigger based on Twitch actions. Things like new follows coming in, my stats, raids, bits, that kind of stuff. And they are connected through these nodes. So we're going to play with these nodes to make things happen. I deleted just a second ago that breakable box because it was being a little bit of a butt. But we're going to go ahead and bring in another breakable box to just add that back in again. And we'll play with the breakable box. Go ahead and add that chroma back in it, so it should explode, reset. Okay, well, it wasn't resetting before. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and go down and underneath the physics. What do I want to do? I'm just going to make it float for now. And so now it's kind of floating in space. It won't really see it move too much until it like starts interacting and doing things. But you can see now when I hit the explode or whatever, the boxes kind of like float around and do things a little bit different. And I'll reset it, and now it kind of like is affected by its gravity and things like that. And what I'm going to do is when a new follow comes in, I want this thing to explode. So that's